Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna say 3 quotes and I want you to tell me who said it. Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. Alright, let's get into it. First quote. White Americans must recognize that justice for black people cannot be achieved without radical changes in the structure of our society. Alright? You got your answer? Second quote. The thing wrong with America is white racism. White folks are not right. Now they're making a lot of studies about the African Americans, about the ghetto, about slums. It's time for America to have an intensified study on what's wrong with white folks. Anybody that will go around bombing houses and churches, there is something wrong with them. Last one. And I came by here to say America is going to hell. Who said it? Martin Luther King or Malcolm X? If you said Malcolm X to any single one of those quotes, you couldn't be any more wrong. Alright, let's get into this video. It's your boy DJ Nerdy, and today is Martin Luther King's Day. But instead of celebrating the watered down, sanitized, manufactured version of MLK that the school system and the media loves to just jam down our throats, let's talk about the real MLK. The Dr. King that we were taught in school is not the true Dr. King. He has been taken out of context. The truth is MLK was more radical than they would like us to believe. In fact, 15 years after MLK's death, over 20 senators voted against even having an MLK Day because they said that his views did not align with the concept of America. So you know what they did? They said, okay, fine. We'll give the people what they want. We'll throw them a little bone now and then, we'll give them their MLK Day, but we're gonna control the narrative. We're gonna take this man's whole career and legacy, summarize it down to one day, to one speech, to one sentence, to 4 words. I have a dream. I have a dream. This man made hundreds and hundreds of speeches, and how come the only speech we know is his I have a dream speech? Make it make sense. And let's talk about the I have a dream speech. The I have a dream speech wasn't only about unity and brotherhood. In fact, that was close to the end of the speech. The majority and the real meaning behind the speech was about addressing America's broken promises and talking about how African Americans, even with the Emancipation Proclamation, are still not free to this day. But you know what? We're not going to address any of that stuff. That stuff is rah-rah, That stuff takes accountability and a hard look in the mirror. Instead, let's talk about unity and brotherhood and peace, okay? That stuff I could sell. I could wrap that in a book, put a nice bow on it, and give that to you real quick and real nicely. Look, I just want you to think to yourself, do you think they wiretapped his phone, put him in jail 29 times, bombed his house, and assassinated him because he was over there talking about peace, love, and happiness, unity, non-violence, turning the other cheek? Is that the MLK that you think they did all that stuff to because he was promoting that type of message? They would like you to believe that the way King protested was quiet, subtle, did not inconvenience anybody, easy, wasn't disruptive. This couldn't be farther from the truth. And now to today, this is what annoys me. Now to this day, we have people saying things like, what would King do? The audacity to whitewash a man's legacy and then use the manufactured version of it to guilt trip others into thinking that the way we go about change is the wrong perspective and the wrong approach. If MLK was alive today, he would not be promoted in mainstream media. In fact, the real MLK to this day isn't even promoted in mainstream media. Look, I'm gonna end it off with this. A well-known activist and writer once said this about MLK. To honor King, we should uphold his critiques of militarism, capitalism, racism, and to remember him for what he really was, a radical.